What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Avengers video game. Yes, we are talking about the Lego one, the crappy Square Enix one. Okay? This is one of the very first games that I completed to, story completed here on the channel. I have done that with the Guardians game, we took a look at that yesterday, and that is what inspired me to take a look at this game as well, and to see how the two games compare. Because I think that the Guardians could have taken one thing away from the Avengers and it would have been the perfect game. And that is the fact that if the Guardians had playable characters. Because I think this game is good at giving you playable characters. And that is the only positive I can give for this game. So let me just quickly run through the story of this. So you start off as Kamala Khan, which obviously is Ms. Marvel. She has just unlocked her powers because we've seen sort of like the Avengers D-Day, where the sort of helicarrier explodes and people get superpowers and stuff, and you all run around and you're sort of learning how to use your superpowers. You go to find the Avengers who disbanded to help you with your superpowers. So you have to go and find every single one of them because you think Captain America's dead. That's just how the story puts it anyway. So you go find Iron Man who lives in the RV. You go find Hulk who lives in the helicarrier. You go find Hawkeye, and Black Widow actually finds you. You also end up finding Captain America and then defeating MODOK, who's the main bad guy, because he's the one who's sort of controlling AIM, who are the main bad guys of this game, who are the main villains, and who are trying to stop you from rebuilding the Avengers and using your powers, because your powers are dangerous and everyone is scared of your powers, and superheroes are, I do believe, illegal. So you end up doing an Overwatch and rebuilding the heroes to try and come back and fight the sort of robots and the AIM guys. And I feel like every character is quite unique, slightly in their playstyle. Every character has their ups and also their downs. I do believe every character design in this game is dog shit. I hate how everyone looks in this game. I feel like Captain America is way too buff, and he's much more like a tank, and he's wearing a whole lot of armor for no reason. He's wearing bulletproof, bomb-proof vests and shit. I don't like that. Iron Man is just over the top designed, and he has weird ear muffles, which I don't fucking like. He looks really ugly. We have Thor and Black Widow just looking shit in general, and the Hulk always looks shit, so there's no real complaint there. But the graphics on this game also looks fucking ass as well. I did not like the graphics on this game. The hair looked atrocious. The faces looked mediocre. The graphics just weren't the best. And the story was okay. I feel like the Guardians game had a much better story, much more interesting story, and definitely used their characters a lot more, involvement with the story. Whereas this one, because it tries to sort of monopolize or try and promote the key feature of, hey, you can play this game however you want. You can play this game with whichever Avenger you want. It felt like they had less story significance. There is some levels which it forces you to use a certain Avenger, but most of the levels you can be whoever the fuck you want, which means the story isn't really a nice flow, because you can pick and choose who you want to be. So there isn't a good flowing story, because, obviously you're not going as one character. However, getting to play as different characters adds more to the gameplay side of it and builds a better experience. I feel like they could have, given you 4 Avengers to choose from, and that'd be that. I feel like they could have cut out Hawkeye and probably cut out Hulk as well. Given you Thor, Iron Man, Black Widow, and Captain America, and have them 4 as your main 4 to choose from, as well as Kamala Khan, and just have those be your 5, and you run around and you can be any one of those 5. Because Hulk didn't really add much to the story, I'm gonna be honest, neither did Hawkeye. You can cut both of them out of the story and not much would have changed. You can't really cut Kamala Khan out because she's the main face of it. For whatever reason, Marvel was having a big push on Kamala Khan back then, because she got her own TV show, she has her own comic line, she's the leader of the New Avengers, I do believe, and I don't know. Marvel's having a big push on Kamala Khan. I'm not fussed about that. They can push who they want to push. I'm just saying, you did not need to have all these characters in this game. There is DLCs, which you did originally have to pay for, which became free, with special story quests for each of these characters, for, I do believe, Kate Bishop, for also, like, Bucky, Black Panther, Spider-Man, but he was exclusive to the PlayStation, which I think is bullshit. Don't put in Spider-Man if he's going to be exclusive to PlayStation, and also be dog shit, because Spider-Man was dog shit. I heard nothing but complaints. I never played this game on PS5, so I can't say anything on my own, but I heard Spider-Man was dog shit. Apparently, just if you want to play a Spider-Man, just play a Spider-Man game. So, if the people you're trying to market the Spider-Man towards don't like it and have a better Spider-Man game, why not just give it to everyone? I get there's licensing issues, but it's like, why do it in the first place if there is a better Spider-Man game and it's not going to bring any more people to your game? This game also tried to implement a battle pass because of Fortnite. It didn't fucking work, gonna be honest. No one bought this battle pass, especially not me. After I finished the story, I uninstalled the game. After I finished the story, I uninstalled the game. I did say I would play all the, like, DLCs. I lied. I struggled on the Hawkeye one, defeating the Hulk boss, and just gave up and never went back to it, because I did not enjoy playing this game, because it was so repetitive. The gameplay is only interesting because you have everyone to play as. The actual level design is boring. It is the same sort of design, the same sort of layout. You're running through an AIM facility. There's only like 6 of those in the game. Or you're running through a sort of open grassland which is occasionally snowy. It's the same sort of layout and design, but with snow on top, to fight through AIM bots and AIM machinery, which majority of the time you can skip past to get to where you want to be, and it's just the same mechanics. Defeat the giant robot, shoot its legs out, shoot its head, boom, dead. Defeat the AIM agents, clear the agents before you can continue. Defeat these guys, stop these guys. Defeat this robot, shoot its legs out, shoot its head, stop the AIM agents. It's just the same gameplay mechanics in the same sort of biomes and same sort of buildings with slightly different switch-ups with whichever character you're using. It is just the same 3 levels reskinned and sort of spoke about over and over and over again. The only standout level to me is fighting helicopters as Iron Man with a makeshift suit at his caravan. That was the standout level to me. His fucking caravan. Everything else was the fucking same. Every other set design, every other level design was fucking identical. Even the boss fight felt very similar to everything I've seen before. We had to fight a giant MODOK in a broken down facility. It felt like I've already been in this broken down facility before, 8 fucking times before this. For whatever reason, these AIM robots are fucking diabolical as well, and are really overpowering if you let too many of them come at you. So there's the difficulty aspect, which it isn't like so difficult that it's impossible. It's difficult enough that you die enough for it to become annoying and feel like a chore to actually play the game. Very similar to Borderlands. I know I have a lot of love for Borderlands and I adore Borderlands, but the bad guys are very similar, where they're overwhelming, and if you don't kill them, you can't progress. You have to kill every single bad guy to progress, but they don't drop enough health or ammo for you to be able to defeat all of them in the onslaught of waves that they come in. It just feels like you're fighting a losing battle. I know it's the Avengers, and they're always the underdogs, or trying to be shown as the underdogs in this game, but they're just shit. It is just fighting 6 guys shooting guns at me with a shield, which I can only throw or sort of hit people with, and they can shoot at me, right? I feel like I now understand why Captain America has a fucking 6-inch battle-proof armor on. I think I know why everyone is wearing such over-the-top armor. because these bad guys are a pain in my fucking ass. If you actually watch my playthrough of this game, you will see how much I actually struggled trying just to get through a couple of these levels. Some of them I thought were piss easy. Some of them I fucking whizzed through. Others took me a full video to get through, and I feel like that is where the game struggles. It's balancing act of trying to do story with interesting characters, which aren't that interesting, come to think of it. Their abilities are pretty lackluster, and you know what, a couple of them do the exact same thing. So, you know, they're just different animations and different sort of rigs, you know, but they do the exact same feature. It is kind of lazy, not gonna lie. This game did just feel very lazy. It also had an open world feature, which I don't remember ever using. You could play this with a couple of friends online. Never fucking used it, never fucking did, never fucking wanted to, because the online was that laggy that there was just no point in even attempting to do so. Like, this game had so many bugs anyway. Like, just playing the game, I would fall through the floor or glitch through walls. It just felt unfinished.